Oh. Hey. Rise and shine, sunrisers. It's the last day of June.
Look at that.
I can't believe that.
Look at that.
I cannot believe that. So you know that we are going to turn up the heat in here this morning. And we had to start the morning with a bang.
Bang.
To tell June bye-bye.
Is summer soon done?
Look here.
Gonna pay the school fees.
Look here.
Gonna start, well, don't take the uniform measurement yet because they might have a summer growth spurt.
That reached me last year. Oh.
So don't make the uniform them too early.
Yeah.
Cause especially with the girls, you might end up with a situation where the skirt too short.
Yeah.
But start preparing because summer soon done.
Yeah.
But no, it's proper summer now. And of course, we have a summer set. Not the falls.
Very nice.
Not the falls, but
not
we have
Somerset Falls.
We have Somerset.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, but our summer set, which you will be seeing for the next 3 weeks, it has been specially curated by Karen Booker, the design diva, her design group, in partnership with Dunn's, your building and finishes partner. So you can visit Dunn's today at 15 3/4 Red Hills Road this summer. And for all your summer decor inspiration and hacks, you can check out Karen at Karen Design Diva. Design with a Z, D-E-Z. Karen Design Diva Booker. All right? Yeah.
Dennis, how are you?
I'm good. How you been?
I'm well. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
Listen, I sound like a little bit like there's a frog in my throat, right? As you can probably hear. And I want to say that's in part because it was a very eventful weekend. And also majority part because of the stadium. I was at the stadium for national trials.
Oh, I was like, stadium was, your voice must have been really bad because that was a couple of days ago.
It finished last night. What's wrong with you?
You were there for the whole thing? I know I saw you in images.
We listen and we don't judge.
No, it's not about judging. I'm like, I didn't realize it was all that.
Perhaps, but also this is the Shelley and Fraser Price effect. This is the screaming for...
That's what I'm talking about. And I'm like, that's why I said it was a couple of days, because I know I did see you on that night.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, for those of you who are living under some rock on this here jam rock, our national trials happened the past 4 days. And so we officially know our team that's heading off to the Tokyo World Championships in September later on this year, or track and field team, obviously. This is what we're speaking of, track and field. And and Shelley and Fraser Price has qualified for her 576th national team.
Oh my God, don't do that. Morning, Queen Shelley.
Hey, what a thing. You know, Dennis, I remember I was in the stadium for Usain Bolt's last race in Jamaica. And I'm pleased to say I was in the stadium for Shelley and Fraser Price's final race in Jamaica.
That would be a thing, you know.
It's a thing.
No, it might not be a thing now, but it will be a thing. 20 years from now, if life's fair, it will be a thing. Like, you will have, it's like somebody saying, you know, I was at so-and-so for Bob Marley's last performance in Jamaica, you know.
Yeah.
And somebody, like, you two lie.
Exactly.
You know, that kind of a way. I don't think that some of these things, like, you know, like I said to I saw somebody who was in a picture on that night. And I said, do you realize you need to print this and maybe frame it and put it up somewhere?
Oh, it's going to be a moment in time. It's going to be a moment in time.
It is history, and I think we have to have an appreciation of when history is happening. So.
And the biggest thing is understanding that we are living in a space and time where our little, tiny, minuscule,
in the global context.
And our global athletes, our icons, our stars have just had such prolific impact.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to celebrate with them and be there to experience it.
And also there was, and I think that maybe history is going to make more of it than how we made it in the present, because we took it for granted, but like there was a golden generation.
There was.
You know, in coming out of that 07 period, that golden generation 100%. Of athletes. Some came for a shorter time than others.
Correct.
Because that's how careers are.
That's how
some
they
you
are,
get one Olympics.
Yeah.
And some you get multiple. And so Shelley and Usain and Asafa.
Yeah, man.
They are phenomenon.
100%.
You have to appreciate them that 100%. Shelley is a phenomenon to have been able to do it more time and time and time again. Like most people, you know, you go and you decide you're going to get married or going to have a child. You don't know, and she came back and had a whole period of dominance after.
And it also feels like a full circle completion to the story in that her very first World Championships was in 2007. And she only made the relay team. And she ran on the relay team. Yeah. And then and that was in Tokyo. And here she is now in 2025 going to World Championships Tokyo. It's like the perfect pin.
Yeah. So
fantastic.
Tokyo bookends. Her career.
Brilliant. Honestly, brilliant.
I'm looking forward to the coverage. I'm sure you'll be there. I will not.
I will highly likely not be there.
Yeah, that's what she's saying now. I think she'll be sending a message.
Tokyo tickets.
Konnichiwa, Dennis. Oh, no, yeah.
Oh my gosh, remember we did learn Japanese in here?
Hi.
Of course you do.
Hi. So that's
sushi. All right, so it's also Social Media Day, and this has been taking place since 2010.
Yes.
Founded by who?
Mashable.
Never even knew that. And what does it do?
It's a way of recognizing the impact that social media has had on communications around the world, as well as bringing people together to celebrate. And so social media is used by most people on a daily basis. It enables us to communicate with our friends and family in a quick and convenient way. But, you know, there are a lot of people out there who also use social media as a business. It is work. And as such, social media influencers, you have people make money by sharing content with their followers. You have people who make money by managing other people's social media or from managing the social media for businesses. I tell people, like, it's a space in which I live.
Yes.
Because
with doing communication.
Yeah, and it's a space in which I've lived and worked for well over a decade. So, you know, I was one of those people who started working in social media very early. And I came to managing that kind of a thing from a background in marrying sociology and communication, because because my thing was studying how we are changing in the way that we communicate as a people. We are changing in the way that we live. And so we are increasingly living in the digital space. And so, I've written quite a bit about it, and I've studied quite a bit about it. So it's good to see the recognition that is being placed on it.
I want to tell you that I was, believe it or not, you know, contrary to what you may think, I was very slow to join social media. So I had Facebook in the era of Facebook being like only for college students.
Yeah, 2006.
So my Facebook is still a .edu email address. So it was only for the college space. That's when I joined Facebook. I was probably the last person to get on Instagram. And I just catch over TikTok. And I opened the TikTok account. I put up 2 videos and I said, I can't do this. And then I was just like, okay, I clearly have to adjust with the times because of obviously what we do as our career. I'm going to start put up 1 and 2 videos over there. You know, the biggest shocker to me about TikTok is not the youngsters using TikTok.
Oh, no.
It's the elderly.
Hold on, no, the elderly people, like when I hear my mother-in-law say, let me see what I go on TikTok.
They love TikTok. Let me tell you something, Dennis, for free. My family is from St. Mary, still live at St. Mary, right? My uncle never called my phone one time in life and said about anything I ever post till me start use the TikTok.
TikTok.
And he called me and he said, then how you spin around the children, so? And we say, huh? Then he called me the other day. So when you put up that mirror now, you measure it? And we say, huh? Then he say, I say, so your travel is weird that you go to the beach look pretty. And we say, huh? Hey, I cannot believe how much the senior community uses the TikTok.
The TikTok. Because the conventional wisdom a few years ago was that TikTok is for the young demographic.
Yes.
So if you want to reach older people, you put that in stuff on Facebook.
Facebook, exactly.
Yes, but TikTok is
for the young trendy dances.
No, it has evolved.
I think I said no.
What is that?
Pat, what is this trend again? Where they say like you ate? You know, like when you do something where like you mash it up, they're like, oh, you ate that. You know, like when you're really good, right now, Dennis, your outfit, oh, it's so good. You ate. No?
You ate what?
Huh?
You ate what?
Meaning you yam up the look. You understand?
Oh.
Right.
Big
and then this
okay,
trend
big
came
up statement pieces by Chris.
Yeah, there you go.
You ate.
And then now the trend is now, like if you and somebody have an interaction and it was really good, like them gossip to you. And then you do it back to them.
What did I see? Were
and then you do it back to them. On the TikTok. Did I what? Me never did that one day.
Who was it?
Me just catch on to it weekend, gone.
Was that Simone and her daughter?
I have no idea.
Who did I see doing that? Like
this eats it something?
Yeah, it was like the two of them were doing it.
And
I was
no
like,
idea.
What is this?
Yeah.
You ate.
Yeah. Watch. Y'all know, head on over to Dennis's TikTok.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Dennis, if you don't put up something 8 on your TikTok,
no.
I'm going to shave my head and walk out in a halfway tree.
No,
naked.
I'm sorry. You're gonna naked, you know?
Just kidding. My fingers were crossed. You know, I used to that. Remember we're in school? I used to...
Gotcha. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hey, guess what? Guess what? Mrs. Kitty is not here today. She's not here today because guess what? She got an award. As a matter of fact, members of the Grammy-winning group Morgan Heritage and, of course, media and personality and attorney at law, Khadine Miss Kitty Hylton. She's Kadine Wilkinson. They were recipients of the Keys to the City of Tamarack and congressional proclamation recognizing their achievements and dedication to promoting Caribbean culture. The presentations took place on Saturday night during the City of Tamarack's first ever Yard on the Lawn Music Festival, which is a vibrant celebration of Caribbean culture and heritage. So that was a nice event. I saw highlights on Kadine's social media page.
Nice.
Yeah, it was real nice. It was real nice. And I like the fact that, well, of course, South Florida is a space that appreciates Caribbean culture. We have such a vibrant diaspora population there. And so they're giving back love our way. And so big up on another achievement, Kadine Wilkinson. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Awesome stuff. What we're going to do now, we're going to press play.
Sucker.
Because everybody ate. We're going to run the mixtape, right?